3 M4 mags or 2 308 mags per pocket, pistol mags on the side. Comes with a detachable hanger, 2 leg straps. Leg straps have 2 layers of elastic sewn independent, so that if you cut a top layer, there's a secondary. They're removable, so that you can set them up left hand or right hand. What's the difference? Well, you want the elastic towards the back of your leg, buckle towards the front. So when you're moving through stuff or abrading against things, it's usually the front of the leg that takes the brunt. This puts the weakest point, the elastic, towards the back of the leg. These are the Rallyman pouches, and what that means is these lids are adjustable and removable. You're not going to remove them, but they're adjustable. The Velcro in, they have this much contact surface, that's actually 5 inches. And Velcro in the back. So you can set these right about there, so that you have all of this lid height for 30 round M4 mags or taller AK mags. And then if you're running 308 mags in there, you can pull these out and set them deeper, so that this mag pouch will have less lid and will cover and conceal and properly secure the 308 mags like that, instead of like that, right? Big difference. These are pistol mags on the side, and what these will carry is pistol mag, 550 cord, Surefire light, or a multi-tool will fit in there, and those are secured with Fastex, so you have noise discipline. For instance, you might have a multi-tool or a Surefire light in there, so you don't want to run, just the Velcro. It's more secure also and more adjustable. Then you've got the hanger, and the hanger Velcros around your belt and then has opposing Velcro in the hanger. So this runs right there and secures between your body and the belt. Sits on there and then clips into place. And that is the Rallyman Subway. We just ran them in Coyote. We've got some tourniquet pouches, a couple different colors for the deployable tourniquets. We have some rifle cards. These are dual 308 rifle cards. We have several others down there. We did some pull-out trays today. We did a batch of shotgun cards. Got some multicam Tropic radio pouches. We did another batch of multicam 1-quarts. Roll-up dump pouches. I have some compact tear-offs right there. Order vertical. Put in notes if you want it horizontal. We'll swap the panels out for you. I have a batch of 500 IV pouches going in black. We get random emails. Guys are like, hey, can you, and there must be on a forum somewhere, because they'll come in, 10 guys ask for them. But that's how you get that stuff. I have some multicam radio pull-out tray pouches. Those come with this tray. They'll carry 123s and they'll carry AA's, AAA's. And that pouch looks like this. And it has a 550, it's got a grommet, so you can 550 that in there. Run it through that bottom there, and then you can tether it to the pouch. I have a batch going of multicam 500 IV pouches. And then we've got some padded hearing protection cases cut today also that will run, I don't know, probably Monday. We've got a batch of multicam black and a batch of multicam. And then looks like just light pouches, Velcro adjustable holsters, multi-tool pockets. What pouch was the radio in for Ranger Star? It's a custom pouch we made. It doesn't exist. You were right though, it is similar. We started with the 500 IV pouch, and then I changed the dimensions side to side, up and down, and then cut the depth, the thickness. Valme AK from Finland, is from Finland, right on. I saw a comment saying that, I assume that was you. I don't know what it was in regards to. Subguns are getting to work out tomorrow. Awesome, man, awesome. Evan Dixon, what up? Bob, what's going on? Dean Conrad, any Highlander orange thread bags? Bags? No. I have some Highlander orange thread radio pouches sitting over by my sewing machine. Arcady, what's up? Stephen Peoples, what's up? Got a Patrol subload, love it. Yeah, this is very similar to the Patrol subload. Has adjustable lids. Shane Z, what's up? Getting choked out in Colorado by wildfires. Oh, that sucks, buddy. Love the 3 radio pouches. Hey, Jonathan Jackson, what's up, buddy? Good to see you today. Broke the string trimmer out, single point sling. Yeah, it worked. Single point sling is that. Great for that. You mentioned it, Scully pulling the thread. Cool. Taking the trash out a few minutes ago. Deer eating my food. Shit hit the fan. He will be my dinner. There's a lot of deer deterrent. Do you need a deterrent? Billy Bond makes something called bone sauce, and it really works, man, to deter deer. Dogs also work. Joseph Frazier, what's up? Mike, what's going on? Gerson, what's up? If you guys haven't seen these are the padded hearing protection cases, just like so. They've got a little pocket, flat pocket on the inside here, just like that. It's got a little handle. We've got some multicam black ones going. These are radio, or these are battery, 18650 battery pouches. And this was closed incorrectly, but there's your pieces. So you can put in 8 123s or 4 18650s, and it just goes just like so. And these will adjust. You can put all kinds of other stuff in there as well. We gave you a lot of Velcro on them, and they run just like that. And these come PALS or Velcro backed, just like so. Considering a larger sandstock, yeah, we need to. What's bone saw? Look at permapastures.com or Permapasture Farms. I think it's just Permapastures. Billy Bond. He sells comfrey and he sells a lot of stuff, but he has something called bone sauce, and it's some recipe. It has to do with boiling down the bones. And man, you spray this shit on stuff, and it really you don't have to spray all your plants. You can spray it on like every 10th tree. This shit, it works. You could also go to YouTube to Permapasture Farms and just search bone sauce. There's a lot of videos on it from a lot of people other than him. Hearing Pro Case is sick. Ever do anything like suppressor cover? No suppressor cover. I looked at the one I have today and thought John could do this much more. Do you ship to UK? Yes, we ship to the UK. Kids back from DC, nothing burned down. We will see if they get up in the morning and put the work. Make them get up. Make them get up. Wrangler Star loved the gear. Funny, I couldn't have cared less about the radios. I just wanted to see his reaction. Dude, the radio kit stuff in there is awesome. Like the window jumper and you know, the fucking mobile kit, the antenna stuff is awesome. Have you made cushion wrap around hearing protectors? Do you mean Pelter wraps? Yeah, we make fucking thousands of them. Any plans this weekend? Stuff around the property, Josh. Stuff around the property. Sunny is in town. We did a podcast last night. I did a 2.5 hour podcast with Evan today. Probably have dinner at some point tomorrow with Sunny, not in town here. Pelter wraps. All these bins here are Pelter wraps. Shipping, I got in on a couple things today. You guys are really getting after it. Thanks, Eric. Thanks for the orders, man. That podcast was dope. Which one, Green Diesel? Battery case is sick. I'm using Cloud Defense lights, but man, they eat batteries quick. Gerson, I got a bunch of emails. If you're the dude asking about taking money from one order, okay, we're back on. Are we back on? Hello, hello, hello. Evan saw a dude. He's coming to my place tomorrow. Adam, yes, he is. Yeah. Antenna mast. Independent misery. Seems like it. Seems like we're back on. Got tracking on my shirts. Right on. Pure Evil Bandit. Thanks for the order, man. Hunter, what's going on? What do I think of Helicontext? No idea. I don't know what that is. The build video is very informative. Right on, man. Are you sewing something? Are you building something yourself? The midget show was fun. Specializing in SFU. I don't even know what SFU is, man. I'm sure you're going to tell me, and I'm going to be like, oh, yeah. I don't have it in my head. Cut off talking about emails. I got a bunch of dudes that want that rig. If you're the dude asking about canceling an order and putting it towards that, no, we're not doing that. Complete different system, different payment methods. No, I build those custom one-off. That's why they're not on the website. Weed control is at the top of my list for the weekend. I've been going out and pulling weeds. I'm cutting them down, not really pulling the roots, right? I'm just chopping them with this sickle knife and filling them up in Rubbermaid containers and then feeding the rabbits a second time each day, giving them all those weeds. They're eating every bit of it. And I start over here and then I move down the line through the fruit trees. And it takes about 3 days to get all the way to the end. And then by the time I'm done, I come back and the weeds have literally grown another foot. I had a friend watch me and gave you credit for the chain. Man, it saves so much time, man. I'm sure people hear me say that, like I hate clipping the thread and then pulling it through. And a lot of that is like the machine that I normally use. When you move the leg lever, it raises the presser foot. It also releases the string tension. And that's one of the first things when you have a used machine or a machine that's of any age, that tension release ceases to function. My phone is fucking burning up. I just closed like 20 apps and it's still fucking burning up. Yep. No, that's not why. Sometimes it does it, so there's no rhyme or reason to it. That's exactly what it is. It's because it's fucking listening to me. Seconds or minutes for sure. Email went out late. Did the email go out?
The email is out. Yes.
The email went out. We have an issue with our text app. Some number with an overseas prefix. How many? 9,000?
12,000.
Somebody subscribed 12,000 times to our text.
12,000 different numbers.
12,000 different numbers, all the same overseas prefix. We're able to subscribe to our text app. So get up this morning and we've got our text app is usually $200 per day, and instead it was near $3,000 in the morning. So talking to them, they're like, well, you know, you just run, this is your, she's like, no, it's 200 a day. So in looking and digging through the system more, we have found that overnight, and to include even right now, we've removed it so that they can't access it through the website any longer through the URL. But somebody was able to subscribe 12,000 times, 12,000 numbers, and it was able to bill us thousands of dollars overnight. So the text system is not currently working correctly. We're waiting to hear from tech support, who has marked the system as a spammer and billed us, and we're not getting any clear communication as to what can be done, why they were able to do it, why there's not protection for it. Tool Cove, what up? On your excursion, I thought you had pouches mounted to the door. I did at one time. If you have an excursion like that, you know those panels are plastic and they have standoffs. So you're going to have to attach those. You're going to want to use, I don't remember what that nut is called that has like 3 prongs on it. I made panels for the excursion that went on there, but it's not really strong. It looks neat. It doesn't really have a lot of function. I have a MOLLE panel on the back tailgate on the 4Runner. We don't utilize it for anything. It looks neat. I also built some for the Suburban. I replaced the 2 panels, wrapped them with Cordura, put MOLLE on them. I put a couple pouches on there. I put a sleeve that holds a vehicle med kit there, and another sleeve that holds a fire extinguisher, and another sleeve that holds jumper cables. It works. You don't really need it, as cool as it is. If you have it, you'll find that you really don't use it. T-Nut, yep, called a T-Nut. Set up Cloudflare in front of your web portal where people enroll with their phone number. So Adam, we use Shopify, and it's a plug-in app for Shopify. So I would assume that the app would have some security as well as would Shopify have some security. But I will pass that on in just a second here. Watched the video with Jason. Yeah, I thought it was pretty good, man. I rewatched it too. Jonathan, what's up? Drooling over the rally net. Grab one. It'll ship to you first thing Monday morning if you don't get tracking over the weekend, but it won't move till Monday morning. You're wondering if somebody makes a way to use the side rear back windows. In the Excursion, I haven't seen anything. I have that on the Toyota. After watching Sean Ryer hacking video, these clowns can hack. Yeah. Adam H says, set up Cloudflare in front of your web portal where people enroll with their phone number.
Okay.
So just Google it, look it up, see what it is, how it plugs in. Multicam is your color. We can run some multicam if you want one. Send an email. We had an open order for a Coyote one. That's why Coyote just got ran. Coyote and Multicam and Tropic. Well, Matt, I got Coyote. I don't have any subloads in Tropic. Is chocolate Marpat? What do you, I don't know, ask the whole question. just, I'm sure you're curious who these goofs are hacking your tech system. I would suspect that we have people that watch everything we do constantly, right? I hear a lot of these guys say this. The haters, whatever. Not on my radar until things happen. But there are groups of people, there always has been, like in Facebook days before we were really doing much YouTube, we were doing YouTube, but not really interacting on it like we do now. It was Facebook. And there were groups on AR15.com. Every time we would get a ban, there would be a page, and he's like, we got them banned. And you would see, people would send me links to a post on there, and they're like, hey, report this. You know, anytime we said anything, they would just have all of the members or a group of members report the post and get the Facebook page locked, and then they would take credit for it. Was it them? Maybe. I don't know. I would assume it's something kind of like that. But this here, it's I'm sure there's hacker groups and shit, and there's probably an automated system where you launch an attack. Like we get DDoS, denial of service attacks all the time. My friend Jason set up this website. He's an IT tech guy for very, very huge companies. And he would get in there and he's like, here, look right here. You're being attacked. It's coming from Israel. It's happening every 10 seconds. So they would launch, so people would be like, hey, your website's down. Well, the website wasn't down. They just couldn't access it because it was being accessed so frequently. And like we weren't really locked out. It was just like the phone number was busy kind of. And they were doing it every 10 seconds, and it had been coming in from Israel, and it had happened literally like 12,000 times overnight. Curious thing about this text thing is 2 days ago, I had somebody from another text app subscribe to our text and then proceed to tell me that he is there from this other one that's better. Weird. Scully, and you said chocolate camo is the best camo. Oh, what about it? Yeah, chocolate chip camo. Yeah, I like 6-color desert. Rocket Stove Company. Yeah, man, Forever Stove. It's a trip. Every time I post that, motherfuckers crawl out of the woodwork who I've never seen to tell me, hey, I'm going to build my own. Well, then go build your own. This guy, Forever Stoves, is out of Colorado. He has the same interests that we have. Fucking patriotic, blue collar working American. And he builds these stoves. And I was just on TikTok at, 1 o'clock in the morning on a Sunday or whatever. And I saw this post, and it's this meat grilling in a cast iron pan, and there's flames blazing up around it. Caught my eye. So I look at it, and it's this stove, and it's like a rocket stove. And I'm like, that's exactly what I have wanted, right? It's metal, it's durable, and you fucking burn sticks, and it doesn't take shit to light them. So you light this little fire in the bottom, and then there's another port, and you literally just take pieces of pallet or even twigs, and it puts in there. And as it burns, it self-feeds, it gravity feeds. And with very little fuel in the bottom, meaning like pieces of pallet is what I used, there's a fucking massive flame just barreling out the top. And he will do like these 15-minute shorts where it shows the meat, right? Has the raw meat, slices it up, puts some oil in the pan, does some oil, onions and some veggies or whatever, takes those out, puts the meat in, sears it, takes the pan off, and then puts a grill on, and then grills it the rest of but it's like 15-20 seconds. And he just every couple days he does this whole meal, and it's very eye-catching. And I said, hey man, I love your content, after I watched probably 30 videos. And he immediately got back to me, and I'm like, hey, how much are these stoves? And he's like, they're $286. I'm like, how do I pay you? And I bought it, and I had it within a week. He shipped it out. So we shot a couple videos of ours, just lighting it to see what it would take. And man, it's so simple to use. It's heavy. You're not gonna want to backpack with it. But for something, when the power's out, you can definitely cook on these things. They're badass. Okay, cool. I'm waiting for you to hit me back on the. Oh, about the multicam subload. I'll get with you. My parents gave me a Solo stove, nice camping bonfire stainless steel stove. Right on. There's a lot of that out there, right? And you see these. They look like they're double wall, smokeless fire pits made of stainless steel. Holy shit! Those things are high in price. Some of those things. This is a 4 mag war bag I'm building, but it'll have 2 mags, and then the other mag slot will be bigger, so it'll be a larger utility pocket. Arid on the outside, multicam black on the inside. All right, guys. I don't know if the signal's not really working or there's just not much conversation. I'm not seeing any new comments or anything. So I've also got 57 thumbs ups here. I got 45 thumbs up, 57. Hey, Life Done Free. What's up, Tag? How are you? Are your compact tear-offs multicam med pouches by the are those yeah, I've got multicam compact tear-offs. Yep, we built them today. Yeah. The only option on the website is vertical. If you would like that in horizontal, just order vertical and put in notes that you want horizontal, and we will send the other panel with it. Are you doing more? You guys have been busy. The post office will be packed again. We do. I mean, we're the biggest game in town for the post office. Our post office was one of the top 3 on the closure list for the United States. I think it was United States. Maybe it was our district or sector or whatever, but they were closing this post office. We were going to have a trailer out at the interstate. You're going to have to drive 20 minutes to the interstate to a mobile home trailer. And when we set up the website, it elevated ease of ordering, and my company is why there's a post office here. They awarded me a little plaque and a little deal about it years ago. Mods have a link to the stove. So I don't have a link to it. It is Forever Stove on Instagram. Our post office works their ass. Amazon is what's killing your post office. I know people have post office horror stories prior to Amazon. UPS drops off Amazon here. FedEx drops off Amazon here. And the post office drops off Amazon here. It is constant. Oh man, I just saw it. I don't know. It just refreshed. That's Marissa right there. Here it is. Oh, Winkler. She got one of Jack Carr's boxes. That's cool. Okay, this is a video Brandel shot that he's using. Okay, this one's not. The other one was. Maybe it refreshed. Hold on, let me find it. This is our video here. Forever Stoves. Dude was super reactive, got back to me right away. I talked to him dozens of times, multiple different days. Hit him. If nothing else, just tell him, hey, SOE sent you over here. I don't have an affiliate code with him. I don't get any money from him or nothing. The product is very cool. I've been very stoked with the product. Hold on a second, guys. It's right outside here. I'll go grab it and bring it in. Hello, Satan. So, little firebox there has a little lip that's angled in. Put a little bit of newspaper. I mean, not that they even have newspaper. I use some Xerox paper, you know, printer paper. Light that. Put a couple sticks in here in this angle tube. And within 30 seconds, there's just a flame just blasting out the top of this thing. Weapons junkie. I'm building some 4-mag war bags. It's not a Mookie war. I like Forever Stove's content. I do too. Hey, Chris Watkins. Co-op guys were over here, and they're on board. They're sending 2 people over. They have a steel. They have Husqvarna there, but they're a bigger steel dealer. They're sending dudes over with product and some gear and stuff. So there will be a steel representative or a company that sells steel, and Husqvarna will be on site on the 10th. I met with Jonathan Jackson for a few hours today. He came by here. And then on Tuesday or Wednesday, the guy that's over the entire area for the co-op, they control the really big co-op in Colombia also. Ordered a Broadford, expecting UPS to bring it, and came today via USPS. Yeah, it's almost like they're all the same company. It's like the same group owns all of them. Like you'll order something and you never know where it's coming from. Amazon trucks roll into our post office at 4 a.m. So our post office people have to be there at 4 a.m. to unload the Amazon trucks and then pack their own vehicles. And they run, literally they start delivering, I think she said 5, and they deliver 6, 7 o'clock, 8 o'clock at night, our postal workers, right? And they deliver Saturdays and Sundays also. 10th or the 17th. Chris, I don't fucking know. Is that June 10th? It's June. Whatever we said it was, Chris, whatever the final date was. Thought it was June. June 17th. You're right. It's 17th. I've still got 10th in my head. The Broad Fork, Dean, where'd you order the Broad Fork from? You like the Zero Lemon battery case? I do too. I don't think I've had this phone more than 2 years. This is the 3rd battery that I've had on it, and it's getting super hot. Now I've been running all day. I haven't been on the phone much, but the phone's been on all day. My phone's doing all kinds of crazy shit. I close my apps and a ton of apps open. This phone right now is fucking blazing hot. Like the fucking front of it is hot, hot. And all the apps, I've closed them. It's just sitting here, and the phone, something's up. What's a Broad Fork? It's like these big tines at an angle, but it's super durable, right? It's not like a pitchfork. And you step on it, and you turn your ground up. It's to break the ground. Giant pitchfork, step and break the ground. Yep. Virus on the phone? Probably. I'm sure there's a billion viruses on the phone. My iPhone 8 does that as well, and I barely use it. Just figured, just being old. Yeah, so they overclock your phone, right? That's what they call it. Do you know when you get a phone and it works amazing and you're like, okay, let's try this again. Yeah, they say it overclocks the phone. A few weeks and all of a sudden you wake up or whatever and your phone's like, hey, update. So you ignore the update and ignore it, and then a few weeks later, it's like you have to fucking do the update. And then they update your phone and it still works. You don't notice it, but the second, third update, all of a sudden your battery life is shit. Your phone starts getting hot, all kinds of stuff. They've been busted out that they actually overclock your phone so that it actually kills the battery, it eats memory, it kills the performance of your phone. It's part of their planned obsolescence, so you have to buy a phone. Sounds conspiracy theory-ish, right? Look it up. They actually fucking sued in court over it. Several companies have admitted to doing it. You need to back up your phone and do a hard reset. What do you mean back up my phone? What's back up my phone? What's a hard reset? I use the phone until I finally have just had enough, and I go buy a new phone every couple of years. They are spinning up tonight. I fucking sure they are, man. Call service has been dropping calls like crazy lately. So we have a tower right over here. You can see it when you walk out the door. And it's a Verizon tower. And Verizon was the best thing going in Camden. And then during all the COVID shit, they started installing all these 5G towers. Like we went from having one tower, you can see 3 towers when you walk out the door, and at night you can see 6 towers. And if you go back to the road on the other side of the highway, there's a road, and it runs all the length, right? The 66 back there, 69. There's fucking 10, 15 towers back there. There's a tower every half mile. The service is complete shit now. Like I can't run off of the cell signal outside on the property at all anymore. The only reason I have signal out there is because we have boosters for the Starlink out there. I've seen open source Linux based phones, but they aren't as robust. Yeah, I got a kid that brought me one. Awesome, right? Awesome. I can't run any of the apps though. Like I can't fucking do my day-to-day posts and shit on that other phone. It's not fucking viable. Into the world, great. Need a phone that you're gonna use to look shit up? Awesome. But I can't fucking run apps with it. What model phone do you have? And I'll email you something specific. PH Info, I have a Samsung S21 Ultra. 21 Ultra is what I got. Treadlight Broad Fork, made in Wisconsin. Nice. Yeah, service Verizon's horrible. Yeah. The damn phones aren't built with a R. What does that mean? Can you show the compact knife pouch? Yeah. Yeah. And I'll tell you why it's built this way too. Hold on. We've not done blue compact tariffs yet. So, right here. Right. So what you have is you have these 3 slots: MPAs, needles, whatever you want to jam down in there. 6-inch or 4-inch bandage, whichever you like. MPA, 14 gauge needle, whatever you want to put right there. Piece over here was for 2 quick clots or 2 H&H, dressing, H&H gauze. Now, that was before the flat pack Z fold. With the flat pack Z folds, you can put 3 or 4 in there at this point. And it goes like this, comes across just like this, and then comes up, and then comes down like so. Now the harness, it velcros onto a plate, and then there's a piece that comes down and a piece that comes up that cinches it. So when you unclip that, you can just grab this and pull it off of whatever you have it attached to. And they come vertical. If you would like a horizontal one, we make one that's horizontal, and we will pull the vertical off and put the horizontal on and ship it for you that way. Looks like we also just did, I didn't even see this, 7.62 cards to hold any bolt gun ammo right there, Velcro cards. TK4s, I think these are the first extended radio battery packs that are in Typhon. We've got some red-black Velcro adjustable holsters. This is a new mag pouch we just did. It's a single 308. It'll hold those 25 round P mags or the 20s. It'll also hold like M14 mags and stuff. It's very flat. Comes with a bungee pull on top. The phones have a RN. I don't know what an RN, I don't know what that means. Recall number? What's RN? Okay, here we are again. All right, guys, I'm gonna jump off here. Last comments, questions. Anybody get tracking today? Anybody get a tracking number today, shipping information? Samsung S21 has thousands of reports, complaints of overheating. Yeah, it does, man. I'm sure it does. Is the Pulling the Thread available as audio-only podcast? It's supposed to be. I don't know where we are with that and why it's not. I was told that it is uploading to Spotify. It's on Spotify, but I don't know what the issue is. I'm gonna have to get in there and figure it out. So no, maybe it is, maybe it's not. If you're asking, it's not on yours, I guess, whatever app you're using. I use Podcast Addict. It's there for me. It's on mine. I don't think it's self-service that sucks. I think it's the amount of data these apps use in the background. Perhaps. Yeah, maybe so. But I know that I will be, I'll be running, like a YouTube video, for instance. Walk outside, just buffers, never comes back. Go into airplane mode, turn airplane mode off, or turn Wi-Fi off and reboot cell signal, you know, data, and it never works. It never works. I don't know, I guess it doesn't even matter why at this point. We have Starlink, so when I go outside it works, as long as Starlink's working. We have a Pulling the Thread for guys that are members. We have member content. There's a $1 level, a $5, and a $10 level. At the $10 level, you get the Pulling the Thread podcast as current events. We just recorded episode 27 or 28 Wednesday. Episode 8 just went up for free to the public. So you're about 90 days behind on those. You can definitely listen to them for free. If you want to interact and you want them current events, then it's at the $10 level. All right, guys, have a good night. We will be working for the most part tomorrow. We got several videos that have gone up this week on YouTube, TikTok. We've got content on TikTok, Instagram, Facebook. How do we join those? How do you join the membership on YouTube? There should be a thing there that says membership or join, and you just click that. If you're on an Apple phone, Apple told, I don't know how it went. Somebody told somebody, hey, we need access. They said no. So Apple removed YouTube membership. You can't do it on, so you got to go to a computer to do it on Apple, is my understanding. I need a social media content guy that understands how social media works. And I need to look at hiring a person that does that, that knows how to make that work correctly. Or I need some access to a guy that does that on a pretty regular basis, probably. I really need somebody that can do that, that can handle that. All right, guys. See you. Good night.